Meantime, the big, beautiful bill causing a bit of a rift between President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk.
Yeah, a bit of one, or a big one.
Yeah.
And we're all watching it play out. It all started when the Tesla CEO criticized Trump's massive spending package online. The political disagreement quickly turned into personal attacks on social media, Musk even claiming the president's linked to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. President Trump called his former campaign buddy crazy, threatened to end government contracts for Musk's SpaceX. It is unclear how this is going to impact the spending package as it tries to make its way through the Senate. And Fox News anchor Shannon Bream with Fox News Sunday joins us this morning. You know, Shannon, I have a feeling we might see like Team Elon or Team Trump T-shirts popping up soon. I mean, this seems like one big reality TV show playing out, but it's serious business.
It is when you're talking about billions, really in the case of this big, beautiful bill, trillions of dollars, and that's your taxpayer money at home. So that's where the breakup seems to really have sparked from, because Elon Musk comes here to Washington at his own expense, and a lot of expense professionally and personally to take on Doge, to try to root out waste, fraud, and abuse and out of control spending. Then he sees the president backing a bill, which is very Washington, that does have a lot of spending tucked into it, and they're disagreeing about whether it's actually offset or not. So the minute he started to speak out against this, which has, you know, so much of the president's signature agenda items wrapped up in getting this bill passed, you know, there was that fissure was there, and there was no coming back from that. But man, it went 0 to 100 very quickly yesterday.
Yo, that it did. I think it's interesting too, because Musk's not the only one speaking out against this big, beautiful bill. I mean, there are some even Republicans who have always sided with Trump who are saying, no, something needs to change.
Yeah, there are a lot of those folks on the Hill saying they're very concerned about what they see as selling out their children and grandchildren. GOP Senator Ron Johnson is one of those big voices. We've got Senator Rick Scott with us on Sunday, who also has had serious concerns, at what point saying he was a no on this bill. Is he moving toward a yes? I mean, he agrees with Elon Musk in that the spending issues, he says, are completely out of control and aren't addressed by this bill. So can there be changes made that will satisfy him, but then will also still be intact enough that the House, which has cobbled together all these special deals and factions, will also pass it again and get it to the president's desk by July 4th.
Yeah, he wants that July 4th deadline. We'll see if they can do it. Fox News Sunday. Shannon Bream airs right here Sunday at 8 a.m. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lauren.